YouTube fam? It's your girl Lo, back with another video. And these next videos that you're going to be seeing on my channel are going to be really geared towards self-discovery and healing. Now, I've been on a healing journey for almost 2 years now, and it has significantly changed my life. But recently I've been feeling like there's just something missing, like it's like almost like not enough, or I just need a little bit of an extra push. And something that I really enjoyed when I first started was learning how to be alone. And that was transformative in itself, because there are a lot of things I started doing alone that I wouldn't have been able to do before if I hadn't started this and believed in myself and worked on things. But then I kind of fell off of that, a little bit, and I'm starting again today. It's Thursday, October 6th. It's 9:03 a.m. This is day one of me getting back to self-dating and going on a self-discovery, like, all-time adventure, and all these videos are going to be based on that. I'm going to be documenting this here and on TikTok and, of course, my Instagram in all different ways. So definitely follow me on all my platforms to be able to see it. So today I'm going to be going to the library, Boston Public Library. I want to take the train in, so I'm going to be taking the train. And I just want to read and do some business stuff and get a lot of work done, but also reading time in, and then maybe go get food or something. But we're doing it alone, and I'm excited because I've been dying to go to the Boston Public Library for so long and haven't done it. And I'm like, why haven't you gone? Like, what are you waiting for? I want to do some solo traveling, and I actually had like a deep talk with my mom a few weeks ago about that idea, and she was all on board for it as well. So you're going to be seeing a lot of different videos, and 2023 is going to come with some solo travel adventures, other than my birthday, which will be with some friends that we're traveling, but it'll be with friends. So after that is when I'll be doing more solo traveling and really just learning more about me and healing parts of myself that just need to really be healed. Welcome to the video, and let's get right into it. Y'all, so this is the outfit of the day. This is a new sweater I got at Urban a few weeks ago. You can like tie it in all different ways. I'm just tying it like this today, and I'm pairing it with this long black dress that I own. Goes literally all the way down to my like toes pretty much. This is super long, but it's really cute. I'm wearing my necklace that I got from a black-owned business. This one I think was a gift from my mom. Earrings, also a gift, like I got a gift card for Urban, so I got these like 2 years ago or so. Headbands just from a beauty supply shop, and that's about it. I'm not wearing any rings today. I guess I could. When I do wear my rings, I really like this one. It's the sun. Need to get my nails done. Look about there. And then this one. And sometimes I add this one. I like calling it the galaxy ring just because it looks like if there's a better view of it. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like galaxy. And then there's this ring. I was in Faneuil Hall last weekend, and there's a jewelry shop out on the strip. And oh my god, there was the most beautiful ring. It was the moon, and inside the moon was a star. I need to go back and get it. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. But I do want to get that one. But anyways, these are the rings I'm wearing, I guess. And then let me show you the full fit. See how long it is? And I just paired it with these. Nervous about tripping, so luckily I'm actually going to be carrying my backpack here. This has my books in it, my journals, my business journal, wallet, all the things, emergency kit. But that being said, it'll be on my back, so I can use both my hands to hold this up. The way I don't trip, because I was just like doing the test around my house, like walking around, And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna trip and fall, especially if I'm gonna be walking up stairs into the library. But whatever, I'll make it work. And then new stuff I've added is I've added these to my mirror. This is Good Morning Beautiful Soul. Keep on celebrating your small wins. Do everything with a good heart and expect nothing in return. Be your own best friend. Be kind, compassionate, and patient. And I wake up every morning and say those to myself. And so should you. But yeah, feeling cute and ready to start the day. And this is so crazy that I'm going to the Boston Public Library. I feel like I'm like checking a touristy thing off the list, but I've been to the Boston Public Library before years ago. Like, I can't even remember the last time I was there. I want to say like middle school. So it's been years. They say it's gonna be 69 degrees, but I don't know what it is. Like right now, I think it's possibly cold. I'll check when I go downstairs. But either way, I was gonna pair it with this, just in case it was like a little too cold for me, because I get cold very easily. This is my favorite. This is Sunset Glow perfume right now. So I just spray it all over me. I feel like I should bring snacks and a water bottle, which I have a water bottle here. Maybe I'll bring a granola bar. But yeah, it's so weird wearing a backpack. But whatever. I also charged my headphones because I'm gonna wear my headphones today. Alright, so self-dating and self-discovery day one, and a little update. So after I went to the Boston Public Library, which was really amazing, I noticed while I was driving there, my original plan was to park in a certain area, take the train in, just to save money, but then also like to give myself time to do whatever I wanted, because I knew parking in the city was going to be a 2-hour limit, which would limit my time in the library. So that was my original plan. Unfortunately, me forgetting that like COVID is so-called over and everyone and their mom is out now, and schools are back in, whatever, I kind of forgot that there's a million people out, and spots that used to be open all the time at certain hours are not exactly like that anymore. So there's absolutely no parking. So I ended up just driving into the city, and I found a parking spot on Newbury Street, which is kind of crazy, and did the 2-hour parking. So I knew there was going to be a limit to what I did at the library this day, but I did get a lot of stuff done that I wanted to get done anyway, so I'm totally happy with the experience. But yeah, so I went to the Boston Public Library. I parked, I walked over. Absolutely beautiful in there. I mean, it was like truly breathtaking. And something I did notice is, so recently part of the reason why I've been wanting to like really slow down, because I'm so big on like slowing down, taking care of yourself and not rushing, is like my mind is already rushing and like always like thinking about something. And so for me to like stop, slow down, connect inward, and actually be in the present moment, I have to literally stop everything. So normally when I get to a certain place, I will turn off all music if I have any music on. I don't start journaling immediately or reading or whatever it is, the activity that I'm doing. I sit and I kind of just like look around at the area I'm in. I notice like what's around me, how many people are around me, if there's any, where I am. Like I'll even say like, okay, like I'm sitting in the library, I'm by a window, like I'll be like looking around like, okay, cool, like this is my present moment, this is where I am. And then once I've kind of felt like I'm in the moment and I'm like, okay, I know where I am, I feel good, whatever, then I start doing whatever it is I came there to do. And in this instance, I really wanted to finish a book and journal, just like with peace and quiet, because being home, even though it can be quiet sometimes, because I do still live with my parents, I'm subject to getting someone to accidentally come into my room to ask me something, even if I said like, hey, like I want quiet time in my room. Sometimes parents just forget because they're in their own world too, and I get disturbed or interrupted, and I find that really annoying. So I was like, I'm gonna start going to the library because I won't get disturbed and interrupted, which is exactly what happened. I did not get disturbed or interrupted, and I got my own time to myself. So that's something I really valued and was happy that I was able to do. Then when I left there, I was walking towards the car, and I had parked like near Zara, so I was like, oh, I still have time on the meter, so I'm gonna go into Zara. So I walked around Zara for a little bit, just for funsies. I wasn't gonna buy anything. And then I ended up driving, and I was like driving home, and I kept saying to myself, I was like, I'm not really ready to go home, and I'm also kind of hungry. So I just ended up stopping at Symphony Sushi, which is one of my favorite sushi spots in Boston. And so I now have sushi, and I have not been to Symphony Sushi in a while, like maybe months, I don't know, months. But it's been a very long time, and I was like, I'm gonna treat myself and give myself food. But something interesting I was reading in my book is it also talks a lot about like self-discovery and questions to ask yourself, and I thought it was really significant when she was talking about like being your authentic self and truly loving yourself before you can have like other relationships, and not just like with a special, like a partner in a romantic way, but even just relationships with friends and family or coworkers or whatever. Knowing yourself and how friggin' important it is to know yourself. And I talk about that all the time, but there are just certain things that she said in her book that were just really like resonated with me. And so at one point she asked a bunch of questions, and she said, so she was like, get to know you, you deserve to know yourself. If you need an answer on whether or not you need to know yourself, think about if someone were to ask you, what do you like to do? And normally when you get asked questions like that, or for a lot of people I know, including myself, I used to always say, I don't know, like just had no answer. And that was kind of like the sign to be like, okay, like you need to get to know yourself, because how do you not know what you like to do or love to do or want to do or whatever? And so I thought that was a really great way of checking in, to be like, wow, if you're someone who notices like you say a lot, I don't know, or like, I don't care, it's not something I should care about, or like you just don't feel you need the time to think about it, I think that's something to question, because do you really know who you are or what you want or why you're doing the things you're doing if you can't even answer the question, what do you like to do? And speaking of intention and being authentic and knowing what you're doing, something that also has come up recently in my life that I actually reflected on and journaled about is knowing your why. Like knowing your intention behind what you're doing with your life. Why are you doing what you're doing? And evaluating that, because number one, if you knowing what you're doing, you can then vocalize that and embody that thing. But two, it can evaluate like if your why is not something that aligns with you or something that like makes you feel good, then maybe you need to change what you're doing, or, you know, try to figure out why you thought that being your why is good. Because why on earth would you go through life doing things that don't make you feel good, or being around people who don't make you feel good, you know? So knowing your why is powerful, and embodying your why in your everyday activities, in your business, in your career, whatever it may be, and then also your why on who you are, is beautiful, and it helps create a connection and a relationship with yourself that you can then show up for and set boundaries for when having relationships with other people. Because if you don't know yourself, then the people coming into your life don't know how to respect and treat you. Because if you can't love yourself, if you can't treat yourself well, if you don't know why you're doing half the things you're doing, that's going to portray out to the people that you're around. And you're going to create little groups or bubbles or atmospheres or environments around that thing. And you don't really grow in that. You know, you could be a better place if you had just taken that time to slow down and get to know you first. So that's why it's really important to me to do this whole like self-dating and self-discovery and like opening up the wounds and being vulnerable on my social media platforms and stuff like that. It's like, it's just bringing me back to myself and giving me a voice that my younger self didn't think that she was capable of having. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this. And that's why all this is important to me and why this talk is important to me. So anyways, I'm going to end the video here because I'm going to eat my sushi and probably watch something and then journal a little bit more and do some yoga and some Pilates and all my things, whatever. But yeah, I'm so happy you guys are here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, this is going to be a whole series for the rest of my life, so you're going to see more. So if you want to follow along, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications to see when I post. And I will see you next time. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.